Hello, beloved. How are you all doing? Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I know the weather is fabulous. We are getting a lot of vitamin D, so we don't have to take the tablets. But do take care of yourself, put on sunscreen. Do call somebody to tune in. Do share the link, please. If at all you're going to miss, of course, we are going to post it on my YouTube channel later on. But today, I'm so excited. Why? Today is one of the projects I'm running on my show, which is the Author's Corner, where I invite authors to come and review their book. So you get to know about the book before you actually buy it, and it actually helps a lot. And I'm so excited to have this lady in the studio. She is a powerful, powerful lady, and she's here to review her third book. So that says something about her, right? So maybe it's about time I should start writing too. I've got lots of books in my mind, but I just need to sit down and tidy up myself. But nonetheless, it's good to have you guys here, and I'm always excited to be hosting my show because I love what I do. Now, the lady I have in the show here, I will introduce her in a minute. And I've known her for a few years, and one thing I love about her is her tenacity and authenticity as well, and her interpersonal skills, the call that God has on her life to serve women. So it's none other than Detola Amure.
Thank you, Linda.
How are you, Detola?
I'm fabulous.
You're good. So now I'm going to introduce who Detola is, okay? Detola started her career in management consulting, then moved to become business analyst, analyzing processes and systems for various organizations and clients, such as Accenture, BSkyB, and Ford Motors. She decided to leave her 9-to-5 job to focus on her business and ministry called the Super Working Mom, which we will talk about later on. Super Working Mom is a global organization whose main aim is to help Christian mothers maximize their time so they can manifest their God-given dreams. Detola believes that every woman should not lose her identity even after having children. She is a productivity and transformational coach. She is a mentor and international speaker, author of 3 books now, and she is also married with 4 children. So that is just a little snippet of who Detola is.
Yes.
How are you doing, Detola?
Awesome.
It's good to have you here.
Yeah, we've been trying to do this for a while
I
now.
know,
So
I know,
finally.
but something always comes up.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to have you in the show.
Thank you.
We
I'm
go way
excited to
back,
be here.
way back. And you know what? Thank you so much for sending your script of your book.
You're welcome.
I went through it, and I love it. And you know what, guys? You should get this book when it comes out in September. You should really get your book. So we are quickly going to just find out a little bit what excites Detola. Who is Detola? What does she do in her spare time?
Wow. So I mean, you've shared a bit about me.
Yes.
I would say I'm very simple. I love life.
Simplicity is good.
Yeah. Once anything is complex, get me out of the, I don't want to be part of it. I love life. I love God. I love my family. In my spare time, I'm either reading a book, watching an inspirational video. I know that might sound boring, but
Oh no, it's not boring at all. That is personal development, trust me.
exactly. I do a lot of that.
Yes.
Or I'm writing. I'm
Okay.
either blogging, writing, and then once in a while take downtime to watch a little TV.
Oh yes. Oh no,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with watching a little TV. Yeah?
Just a little.
Just a little.
Because too much of
Just
TV.
a little. And you
doesn't
haven't
help.
actually mentioned taking care of your family as well, because that's a full-time job.
Yeah, exactly. You
know?
know, so got a
And the-
busy family, and I enjoy taking care of my family, and yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So now we are going to delve into the book. And the book, as you can see, there's a clip on there. It's called Slayed Out. Now, why did you choose that topic? The title, sorry.
The title, Slay Down. The thing is, on my journey, now the book covers a lot of my journey since I decided to...
I noticed actually
Yeah.
when I was reading it.
since I decided to basically embrace the call of God on my life. And since doing that, I've experienced a lot of doubt. Like,
Which
am I
we all
really,
do.
Yes. Like, am I really called to do this? Because remember, one thing I know is that God, He doesn't call the qualified.
Not at all.
He
not at all.
qualifies the called.
That's right.
And so, because He calls us with our weaknesses and all, our insecurities, doubt would sometimes come in. In fact, the enemy would bring doubt and tell you, you're not qualified, you can't do this. Who are you to call yourself a writer? Who are you to call yourself an author? You know, all of these things. And once you believe that doubt, that's the end of it.
That's the end of it. Yeah, that's very true.
You don't
and
do
actually,
anything. Yeah.
that is on your book in page 26. It says the devil knows this, and his job is to steal this calling from you.
Yeah.
He wants to destroy it by putting doubt and lies in your head to make you stop what you are doing.
Yeah.
And it's very easy.
Very.
But it's always good to attach yourself with like-minded people, people who push you up, who actually inspire you,
Yeah.
you know, and tell you, no, you can do it.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Now, another thing, let's touch on the calling part of it.
Okay.
Because when you talk about calling, they said many are called,
Yeah.
but few are chosen.
Yes.
Okay? Like my mentor always says, John Maxwell. And we are all called.
Yes.
But a lot of times people are so scared of that calling.
Yeah.
They know they have a calling in their life, but because of being a mother, being a wife, and working full-time, they're not sure whether they should actually pursue that calling. What would you advise them?
Well, first of all, acknowledge that you're scared. You know, that this is bigger than you, because your calling has to be bigger than you, right? If it was something you could do by yourself, then you don't need God, you don't need others, you don't need anyone to help. But at the same time, once you recognize that, you know, you are scared, it's now getting to a point where you push past that fear and basically get tools that you need to help you. And that's what this book is about. It shows you tools that can help you with pushing through and manifesting your God-given dreams.
And you actually mentioned it here that on page 22, that God-given assignment but did nothing. Some of the ladies that you coach and mentored have actually expressed that fear to you and saying they're God-given assignment, but they did nothing about it because they believed it would not make a difference.
Exactly.
Because they think, oh, if I start a coaching, somebody's already doing coaching.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 6 billion people?
That's what I always say.
Yeah.
You know, like the world is so vast.
It is.
And the way it is because so many people are not responding to their calling, right? So there are few people who are working in their calling.
Qualified, yes.
And there are many people out there who needs
the help. Yeah, that's very true.
So I always tell people, just because someone is doing something that, you know, you feel God has called you to, it shouldn't stop you
from doing
your calling.
Yeah.
Because you're unique.
That's the word. That's the
You're
word.
unique. There's no one else like you. You know, I always used to think it was just our fingerprints that is unique. But do you know your voice is unique as well?
Absolutely. And the way you carry yourself,
the way
your
you carry
personality,
yourself, no one can
tonality.
be like you.
Yeah.
And there's a group of people that is attracted to who you are.
That's right.
So if you are not living in your calling, there's a gap that you're not meeting. You're doing an injustice to the world.
To the people that need your calling, actually.
Exactly.
And they say the laborers are few, but the harvest is plenty.
Exactly.
Okay. I like, all that you're saying is actually here in the book. No, you've got to get this book. In fact, you know what? Place your orders now. Place your orders.
They can't place it yet.
They can't place it yet. Okay.
It will
But
be
in
available
September.
soon. Yeah, in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's a section here that says the combination of your story, strengths, weaknesses, experiences, gifts, talents, personality, character, aura, gesture, failures, successes, quirkiness, or lack of it makes you unique.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no one
So
else like
all
you.
these qualities here makes you unique and makes you who you are, Detola.
Exactly.
And that's where you're able to lead women, you're able to coach women, and that is your calling to help women. And you're basking in it.
I am. I love it to bits.
No, that is really wonderful. So let's move on to the next section. How to stand out in a noisy world. Because we've already said, okay, you have a calling, but you're scared of doing it because of that. That's page 26.
26, yeah.
Because you think, oh, somebody else is already doing it, right? Okay. But how do you stand out in a noisy world whereby there are 15 coaches, there are 20 mentors, but you still want to dig into that market? How do you stand out?
First of all, you have to be authentic. If you try to copy someone else, the thing is, people can see through you.
Absolutely.
People can tell when you're faking stuff. But, be you. Like, I'll give a quick example. I remember when I started doing videos, I'll see all these coaches with their amazing voices and accents. And I went on YouTube once and I was like, how to speak in a British accent. Oh my God. Now I feel embarrassed sharing this.
No, but it's good. You know what, Detola? I think when people know your flows, they actually like you better.
Exactly.
Because we are not perfect.
Yeah. And I tried. I really tried.
And it didn't work.
But it didn't work. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stick to my Nigerian
Because it's
accent.
unique
Yeah,
to you,
it
and you're
is.
actually appealing to somebody who has the same kind of accent,
You know. So, but
Yeah.
when you try to, fake it, people can tell. So be authentic. That is one key thing. Be authentic and then share your story. We have to be vulnerable in some way with our audience or with the nation God has called us to. Share your story with them because that is what will connect your audience to you. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. These are very good tips. But you know what? When you get the book, you'll read all that. Now, the next one that I really, really like and actually love is about investing in oneself.
Yeah.
A lot of women don't invest in them. We are focusing on women. Why? Because that's the group of people that you coach and mentor.
Yes.
So we are speaking to the women that are out there. Yeah. Invest in your call.
Yeah.
Some women might prefer to go and buy a Gucci handbag, might prefer to go on dinners every night, but not invest in themselves, giving excuses. What would you advise women who are in that category? I know you've written it down here.
Yes, I know, but if you really now, the truth of the matter is not everyone is going to invest in their call, and not everyone is going to take the call, right? But if you have decided that you want to embrace the call of God on your life, then there are some things you can't afford not to do.
Not to do.
You cannot afford to not invest in yourself.
That's true.
Because no one else is going to invest in you if you do not invest in yourself. So you have to make some sacrifices for now.
And I like what you say here on page 45. It says, dream big, but start small. Yeah. Yeah. And you'd say it doesn't necessarily have to be going back to college or going back to uni, even just watching motivational videos. Yeah. Reading inspirational books, getting a mentor, getting a coach. The two of us are coaches and mentors. So if you're looking for one, we're here at your disposal, right? Dream big.
Yeah.
The thing is, dream big, but start small.
Yes.
But invest in yourself. You know what? I cannot actually elaborate more on this part here. You have got to invest in yourself. Because if you don't, you're not going to be able to serve the people that God has called you to serve, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
And people can actually see through you if you haven't actually invested in yourself.
Yeah.
I know right now I'm burning candles at both ends.
Same here.
And I've been doing that for the past, God knows, 6 years, And that's why it puts you in a place of confidence whereby you can stand and talk.
Exactly.
You can stand and show yourself.
Yeah. And you don't have to, some might say, but I don't have the money. YouTube.
There are a lot of free videos out there that you can watch.
YouTube that you can watch.
That's true.
Podcasts. Books. You don't have to buy new books.
No.
You can buy
even go to the library.
Go to the library.
Go to second-hand shop. So you don't have to do a lot of
exactly.
cost actually. And then developing skills while you're investing yourself. Yeah. I mean, you cannot serve somebody if you can communicate. You cannot serve if you don't have interpersonal skills. Yeah. You cannot serve if you're not honest, if you don't know how to present yourself, if you have poor relationship, if you're not innovative or aware of your calling as well, of the people that you're serving.
Exactly.
So you have to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, Detola, I love that. And you know what Detola says here on page 46? It says, what does it mean to invest in yourself? It says it means to educate yourself continually, especially in the areas of personal growth, your skills, and your craft. I don't necessarily mean going back to school, but developing skills that will boost your confidence and expertise throughout life and business. And that's what you need. Yeah. That is what you need. Because the time is just flying, isn't it, Detola? The time is flying. So what we are going to do is let's look at surround yourself with mentors, because I think that's also a very good skill that people need to do.
Yeah,
because, okay, you might have the calling, you might have go and invest in yourself, but still you need to surround yourself with the right people. Yes. You don't want people that pull you down. You don't want people that don't actually acknowledge your calling or acknowledge your potential or your purpose, right?
Definitely.
What do you say about that?
Yeah, so it's definitely important to have mentors, and it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be a formal mentor where you have a formal relationship, but someone that has gone ahead of you, that can show you how to get to where you want to get to quicker. Right? Yes, you've been called by God, but God would also send people that would help you, because you can't do it by yourself. No man or no woman is an island.
That's true.
So you need
to avoid the pitfalls.
Exactly. Yeah. To avoid the pitfalls, and so that you can get there faster. Look, we don't have time. Time is of the essence, right? So we need to get to a point where we are willing to humble ourselves and ask for help and get the help that we need in manifesting our calling. So
It's
it's
having a
important.
solid attitude,
Yeah.
surround yourself with mentors, and then you say, know your seasons and adjust accordingly to change because seasons will come.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yes, seasons will come. And when you're in the wilderness experience, you talk about that as well.
Yeah.
You said the wilderness experience is likely to be a big part of your preparation season. A lot of people shy away from having this experience because it can be a very lonely
Yeah.
and painful place. But it's in that place that actually your potential is birthed.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a tough it's a tough
It
journey,
is a tough journey,
but it is necessary.
one that one needs to experience.
Yeah.
You know what, you guys, you need to get this book because I tell you, when I started reading this book, I couldn't even put it down. Oh my God, it is good. It's just because of time we won't be able to go through. We're just picking nuggets, yeah,
Yeah.
that people can actually benefit from. And so about Moses, you actually made a reference here about Moses.
Yes.
Okay, he said Moses needed to be mentally. He needed the mentality of a king to lead the children of Israel out of slavery, but he also needed the wilderness experience to build his character
Yeah.
and to know what it felt like.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't experienced anything, you can't help anyone.
You can't. You might be able to,
Theoretically,
yeah, but then you don't know how
emotionally, you can't attach to
you
the
can't
person.
help them because you can read books and say, oh, this, that, but when you've been through that journey, you know what it feels like. You know where it's paining that person. Do you see what I'm saying?
And the appropriate help and support that you
Yes,
can provide to the
exactly.
person as well.
And not just that. I think it's more about the character building as well. Because sometimes, dealing with people is we're in a sensitive world. You can't just come and say, no, you have to do it this way. You have to be sensitive enough to understand what the pain points of your nation
And I
is.
like what you say here. What does wilderness mean in the context of our calling? He says it means a time where we appear to have been deserted or abandoned by people. It means a time where we may experience rejection, loss, barrenness, or darkness. A time where even though God is there, he appears to be silent. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going on a short break and we will be back. So go grab yourself a cup of coffee and we'll be back. Thank you so much.
All of my worship belongs to you. It's a buffet, Lord. Take everything. I owe you the best, so there's no holding back. 'Cause all of my worship belongs to you. All of my worship belongs to you. It's a buffet, Lord. Take everything. I owe you the best, so there's no holding back. 'Cause all of my worship belongs to you. Yeah, yeah. I'm all yours, body and soul, my mind and my spirit. I'm open to you, Lord. I lay down my life as a living sacrifice. 'Cause all of my worship belongs to you. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming back. And I hope you grab yourself a cup of tea. We just played a clip to give you an idea of what Detola actually does and how conference is coming up. Now this part of the show, we are going to talk about super working mom. You know, when you hear that, you just feel like you're a super working mom, right? And that is what Detola specializes in, helping working women, Christian working women who are overwhelmed with the day-to-day life and managing work and managing home life, but still serving their, working in their purpose.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So how did super working mom start?
Oh gosh, it's a long story.
It's a long story. Okay,
But
cut it short. Because of time.
Exactly. The summary is that it was from a place of my discomfort, right? Of finding out that, look, I know that God is calling me to do more, right? But then it was when I had gave birth to my daughter a few years ago that this restlessness came, and it was from there that I started.
So we're talking about
listening.
8 years ago?
9 years ago.
9 years ago.
Yeah, that was when I started, getting the pull that I was called to help women. But it started with my own journey of juggling, marriage,
Yeah.
a new baby,
It's a lot.
Work,
It
all
is
of
a
those
lot,
things.
yeah.
But it was when I had my son in 2013 that things began to solidify, and Super Working Mom really, um, became alive, and we've helped women all over the world because most of our work is online.
Online, yes.
Yeah, so women all over the United States.
And I'm sure you have testimonies. I'm
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
testimonies,
Exactly.
of course. I've done the mastermind
Exactly.
with you.
Linda is one of our super working moms. So yes,
So that's why I feel comfortable. So you have a conference coming up.
it starts at 11, but doors open at 10.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So
it's free.
It's free, yeah. You don't have to pay anything. And they're going to feed you, right? There's some
Yeah.
snacks.
Oh, yeah. Not snacks. 3-course meal.
Now, 3-course meal, free conference. If you're not there, then there's something really wrong with you. Please make sure you come. If you want to manifest your calling, if you really want God to use you, then I really urge you and implore you to come on that conference.
Yeah.
22nd of September.
Yes.
Be there for 9:30 actually for registration.
Yes, but we do need you to register
Yes.
on the website www.empoweringmothers.org. So that way, we're ready for you. We can cater to everyone that comes. So please register.
And any speakers coming?
Oh yeah, so we've got an amazing woman of God, Fiona. She's just amazing. She was at our first conference, and I'm also going to be speaking, and we're going to be launching the book as well.
Yes.
At the conference. So
Yes, we are going to be launching the book, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if anyone wanted to get in touch with you for more information, can you please give them your number?
my number. Oh, what's my number?
Or how they can get in touch? Email?
Email. You can email me at detola@superworkingmom.com, or you go to our website www.superworkingmom.com. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter.
Everywhere.
We're everywhere. LinkedIn. Yeah, just once you search for Super Working Mom, we'll come right up. Yeah.
You've got to be there because, Super Working Mom, like I say, is an online organization that helps women who are overwhelmed and helps them to manifest their calling.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're a coach, you're a mentor, you're a speaker. So if you're looking and you have a calling on your life, speak to Detola. She'll be able to help you with that. Anything else that you want to address to the women, Detola?
Well, I wanted to give a shout out to all the super working moms all over the world, and because I'm sure they are watching,
Of
so
course.
I better shout out to my ladies.
Hi, ladies.
Yeah, it's always amazing to be in the midst of other women who are doing amazing things, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. Yeah.
Calling in your life is not about you anymore.
Nope.
It's about the people that you serve. So you actually love less of you and love more of people, So that is what Detola is doing with the women.
Yeah.
Final word to your ladies, please, Detola.
Ladies, I love you. That's all. Yeah, and for anyone else who, is interested in knowing more about manifesting their calling, please come for the conference. It was created just for you. It's for women. You don't have to be a mom. I believe that all women are mothers anyway. So come, invite your friends, and we look forward to hosting you.
And these Detola brought one of her books and the journal. So the journal is Living Amazed Every Day Miracles. Is a journal. So she's going to give it away. And Super Working Mom, Living Life to the Fullest. So these books, because what I try to do on my show is to give people the opportunity as well of our authors' books that they've written before. So if you want a copy of the journal or the book, why not send me an email, info@lindamuyobo.com, info@lindamuyobo.com. The first 5 emails will get the book, and choose which one you want. You can't have both of them, unfortunately. So choose which one you want, okay?
The first 2 emails.
The first 2 emails, actually, yes. The first 2 emails will get this for free, okay? Thank you so much, Detola. Now, I can't stress this enough for the women who are still sitting on the borderline. We've shared a lot from this book about investing in yourself, about finding a mentor, about not being fearful of your calling, because there are people out there who are waiting for you. Why? Because you're unique.
Yeah.
Isn't that so?
That's it. Yeah.
So do your part. And don't just live life, but live life with impact.
Yeah.
Live a life that brings blessing to people. And that's what Detola is doing
Yeah.
with Super Working Mom,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
And can they visit the website, or do they have to register on the Facebook?
No, they can visit the website.
Yeah?
It's easier to register.
Okay,
Yeah, on the
so
website,
go on the
yeah.
website and register, and then once you've registered, then she'll give you access to go onto the Facebook page. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you were blessed with the show today with my lovely guest, Detola Amure. And remember, if you need a copy of this book, please do this. And if you have a business or a service that you would want to promote or advertise or share a story, why not get in touch with me? Linda Muyobo, info@lindamuyobo.com, or you can follow me on any of my social media handles. I know you have a story that you want to share, a book that you've written and you want it to be reviewed on my show. So why not give me a call? Detola, why not say bye to our guests?
Bye-bye. Thank
To our
you
viewers,
for tuning
sorry.
in. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. God bless you. Bye-bye.
And thank you so much. And until next time, remember, God loves you. And walk in your calling and in your purpose. God bless you. Bye-bye for now. God bless. Bye.
All of my worship belongs to you. It's a buffet, Lord. Take everything. I owe you the best, so there's no holding back. 'Cause all of my worship belongs to you. All of my worship belongs to you. It's a buffet, Lord. Take everything. I owe you the best, so there's no holding back. 'Cause all of my worship belongs to you. Yeah, yeah. I'm all yours, body and soul, my mind and my spirit. I'm open to you, Lord. I lay down my life as a living sacrifice. 'Cause I